Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of DaisyOpals. I don't have an episode name, but welcome to my channel. I got some nice stones to cut today, sent to me by Frank from Opalholicsrus. Make sure you go and check out his store. He's crazy. I think he's one of the top 5 opal stores on Etsy, which is ridiculous. Lots of options. Check it out. The first stone I have here has beautiful color with an obvious color bar that goes under the whole surface, and I'm pretty excited to cut it. But this stone is what I call an eraser stone, and that's because it's kind of the shape of one of these erasers. What that means is I'll have to sacrifice some color to the opal gods. I'll have to make these two sides vertical, so I'll have to chop off these corners. That's why I've held off on this one. It's always difficult for me to cut away good color. Even if it has no place in a gemstone, it's difficult for me. It also has this sand pit, which makes things even more iffy. So it's a kind of intense stone here. Beautiful color, but it's iffy. This next stone is quaint, but it should be a fun, easy cut. It has 2 color bars, one clear color bar, and the other one that kind of goes nuts here. This nutty one is tempting, but it only takes up half the stone, as you can see, so I'm going to ignore it. The color bar that I want to use doesn't exactly seem flat, but I'll bet you I can get it nice and level when I get it on a dop stick. We'll see. That's enough of the rundown. Let's move on to the wheels. I'm going to start with the blue one because it seems easy. It's a nice warm-up. I should be able to just start with my favorite part, cutting the top down. Nothing beats slowly coming down onto a color bar to reveal what's been hidden for millions of years. As I get down here, the unevenness of the color bar is becoming noticeable, with dark potch covering portions of this pinfire pattern. I decided to get a little bit risky and use the corner of my wheel. I'm sure this will level out when I put it on a dop stick. I hope anyway. That's the plan. This looks about right, and before we throw it on a dop stick, let's do the other stone, that way I can dop them both together. I'm starting right with the sacrifice here. I want to get it over with. I'll remove this corner first and level up both sides for the outline of this stone. We can see now that this color bar is actually pretty stunning. I'm going to worry about the sand spot later and start just taking down the top. See what we're working with. Sometimes sand looks kind of cool, so I'm going to give it kind of a little audition first. We'll see if I need to take it out or if it's that cool type of sand we can keep. Spectacular red color starting to show there as I go down, which gets me pretty excited. That's about enough for me to throw this and the other stone onto some dop sticks. So let's do that. You can see that I employ a finger licking technique here on this hot wax to shape it. I noticed Justin from Black Opal Direct doing this, and it's made dopping a lot less painful for me. Sometimes it's good to lick the dop stick as well for good look. Justin from Black Opal Direct told me to do this. It appeases the opal gods. It's also important to do this dopping ritual. Once again, Justin for Black Opal Direct instructed me that this is something that's important to do. So please do it and send me videos of you doing it as well. Now that the stones are both dopped, let's get to the wheels. Now the color on this stone seems to me like it's very saturated under this potch. Like maybe the color isn't this dull, maybe it's super bright and it's just covered. So we'll find out as we round the corners here. Definitely revealing a lot more saturation. And I'm also getting to know this sand spot a little better, and it's not turning out to be the cool type of sand that I want to keep. It's a pretty big gash of loose, compacted sand. But I'm going to get it as nice as I can, dry it out, and make a decision whether to keep it or let it go. Onto this blue one for now. This one will take some delicate rounding because that's a pretty thin color bar at this point. I sacrificed a bit to make it flat on top. That should about do it. I'm gonna freeze these babies, pop them off the dop stick, and let's take a look. The blue one seems fine. There's some rough texture on the top, but it should be easy to get rid of that. For this beautiful stone, the sand has to go. There's no way this looks ugly. This is not the type of sand that I like, so it will be going. So, time to make another sacrifice. If you're squeamish to opal gore, don't watch this. This is going to be rough. The deed is done, and I think it's going to be worth it. Back on the dop stick to round. I'm rounding delicately on the areas that I rounded on my previous dop sticking. If I just spin the stick constantly and evenly, everything's going to get significantly rounded, and those already shaped areas are going to go way down. So yeah, making sure to give extra attention to the newly cut area. Now I just need to do the rounding and polishing from 600 grit to 1200 to 3000, and we'll see what I have. Here we have it. The eraser stone turned out to be quite fantastic. I'm honestly not sad that I had to sacrifice a lot of it because this color is amazing and it's totally deserving of a perfect cabochon. The blue one has a great little pinfire pattern going on, and I love pinfire when it's blue. I think it's really cool. Both of these will make really nice little ring stones, as you can see here on Erica's hand. Quite natural looking as a ring stone. This is what it would look like if I tied it to a piece of fishing line and tied it around her finger without any silver. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. I love reading your comments. I read all of them, and I hope you guys have a good week. I'll see you next Friday. See you guys later.